See all your fights and stuff? All your knockouts is spectacular. Know what that means? He's coming for you too. So you just gotta be strong and stay on the right side.
Francis is ready to make his boxing debut in the ring against Tyson Fury later this month with an epic battle of the baddest. And while this is enough to send the fight world into a frenzy, Mike Tyson just revealed who the Cameroonian should fight next, and it's a name that'll shock you to your core. Now I know what you're thinking. Everyone knows it's gonna be John Jones cut the crap, and I hate to burst your bubble, but you're absolutely wrong. Try a heavyweight pro boxer instead. Someone who's absolutely reigning the game, and yes, he's Ukrainian. Yep, I'm talking about the man himself, Oleksandr Usyk. Oh, you definitely that heard right. But does Francis versus Usyk even make sense? Well, we don't take Mike Tyson's words lightly around here, do we? And if he's demanding for this matchup to see the light of day, we're gonna hop on the bandwagon and back him up. So without ado, let's get into all the deets of Mike Tyson demanding Francis fight Oleksandr Usyk next. Get this. After having one of the most successful MMA careers of all time, Francis is about to test his waters in the boxing field. And he's trying his hand by going after the best of the best, the undefeated and undisputed champion Tyson Fury. So it won't be a surprise if he goes after Usyk next, because he's already starting with a bang. And from the looks, it's only about to get better. Don't believe me? Take Iron Mike's word. Mike Tyson is training Francis for the upcoming epic clash, so you just know that he's about to walk into the ring hella prepared. Come on, name someone better than Mike to train the former UFC star for this one. Out of words? That's what I thought. During the past few months in camp, Tyson closely observed Francis in the ring. And if there's one thing he saw, it's that the Cameroonian sure as hell knows his way around. So if you're one of the fans who think he stands no chance because of having no prior experience with gloves,
Ngannou don't have boxing fight. It's not good boxing. It's guy who don't have the boxing fight. What?
Now's the time to slam out that thought. Plus, did you know that Francis actually started his fighting career with boxing? Yeah, that's something the fight world seems to leave out when talking about the upcoming fight. But Francis was all about boxing before he switched to MMA for a better shot at making it big. And well, that worked like a charm, didn't it? Iron Mike isn't one to let this slip by, and that's exactly why he believes Francis has a great boxing career ahead of him. I'm talking championships, huge fights, PPVs through the roof, and all the glitz and glam that comes with the sport. Yeah, MMA is one of the biggest sports on the planet, but you gotta admit that boxing is just up there. And boxing can take him places he could have only dreamed of if he stuck with the octagon. Mike has Francis' career all laid out for him, and his plan sounds like a dream to me. Get this, Mike believes that Francis will take down Tyson Fury in the ring with ease. And that's a take quite different than what the rest of the fight world thinks. I mean, it's a former UFC star going after an undisputed world champion, so you really know where everyone's coming from. But if there's someone whose words we don't take as grains of salt, it's Mike Tyson. He's seen Francis in the ring, so he knows something we don't. And taking his warning lightly is gonna be a big, big mistake. I hope Fury's watching this, because if he's walking in the ring thinking he's got it easy, oh man, he's in for a surprise. Now, the upcoming fight doesn't have any undisputed championships on the line, and that's fair enough since it's Francis's pro boxing debut. But there's one big thing on the line, and it's Tyson Fury's undefeated title. Fury will walk into the ring with a 0 on his record, but the chances of him walking out with the same are looking slim. Hear me out, no one, not even pro boxers, have ever been able to come out on top against Tyson Fury. This is the man who schooled Derek Chisora and made Deontay Wilder hit the canvas. And if a former UFC star, if Francis is able to take him down, it'll open more doors for him in the boxing field than one can imagine. Oleksandr Usyk just signed to finally face Fury in the ring. And even though he has his hopes up for becoming the first man in history to beat the Gypsy King, Francis is getting the opportunity to snatch that title first. Now what makes you think Usyk wouldn't want to fight the Francis if he takes down Fury in the ring? Because that one win really set him apart from all the other MMA stars who said goodbye to the octagon and tested their waters in the ring instead. A historic win against Fury will put Francis on everyone's radar, and soon enough he's going to have a long line of pro boxers wanting to fight him. And I'm talking Deontay Wilder, Derek Chisora, Anthony Joshua, you name them. And speaking of Anthony Joshua, before putting ink on the contract with Fury, Francis was eyeing him to be his first opponent in the ring, to which his pro boxer simply said no. AJ isn't one to sign up for exhibition fights, he only takes the ones that'll advance his career. And the guy believed that Francis' debut wasn't going to take him anywhere, rightfully so. But things are going to change once the Cameroonian proves himself as a force to be reckoned with in the ring. Come on, when he takes down Fury, he's going to become all that. Francis is already the hardest hitter on the planet. Oh yeah. Other fighters can only dream of having the same power in their punches. So a right punch at the right place at the right time, and Fury goes crashing into the floor. That's one the fight world is begging to see. Don't get me wrong, we love Fury and everything he's done for boxing, but it's about time someone takes him down right. Now I want this fight to come even sooner, because once Tyson Fury versus Francis sees the light of day, Francis versus Oleksandr Usyk will be in the cards, and that's one we're dying to see. Before you call out the fight world for being greedy enough to even ask for this one, I'm putting all the blame on Iron Mike, because he's the one who started talks on the potential matchup, and now it's making rounds on the internet. This fight makes so much sense if you really think about it. Apart from the heavyweight WBC title that Fury currently holds, Oleksandr Usyk has all the other ones to his name. WBA, IBF, WBO, the ring, you name it. So it'll only make sense if Francis turns to him after humiliating Fury in the ring, right? And who knows? Maybe when he faces Usyk, a title might be on the line too. Fans would love to see the former MMA star make a run for the heavyweight gold in boxing, since he had his sweet time being the heavyweight champion of the UFC. Since Francis considers Mike Tyson to be his icon, his mentor, his coach, I'm sure he'll take his word and try to negotiate a contract with Oleksandr. Now I know what you're thinking. If we're lucky enough to actually see Oleksandr Usyk versus Francis, when's the lucky day gonna be? Well, you gotta wait for it a while. You know what they say, all good things take time. And Usyk's set to face Fury in the ring, so he's getting ready for that one. Our guy Francis had a lot to say about that fight, and the fight world is all ears for it. Francis is hella confident in what's about to go down in the ring on October 28th, and that has him raising a serious concern. How's Fury going to face Oleksandr in just a couple of months after all the damage he'd do to him? Take the word from himself, I don't know what's the minimum medical suspension in boxing, but I really don't understand how Tyson can fight in December after what's going to happen on October 28th. Usyk's coming with back-to-back wins too, so it's hard to predict the outcome of any of the upcoming fights. Now, it's a gamble to hold your breath on Oleksandr Usyk versus Francis, because there's no word from the Ukrainian's camp yet. But if he says something, you'll find out in a heartbeat, because this one is set to make rounds on the internet. I don't know about you, but I have my fingers crossed for this one. And I guess we'll have to wait to see how this one plays out, so there you have it, Fight World. That's all I have for you today. Make sure to like this video, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I'll see you next time. Until then, peace out.